Hi Paul, Matthew here from Built. I just wanted to record this quick video to go through your website, give you a bit of feedback on things I think can be improved, what I like, what I don't like, and hopefully you come away from this video with some practical advice on steps that you can actually take to improve your website and get it to work for your business. So without any further ado, I'm just going to get straight into it. So initial thoughts are a little bit mixed. I have just spent a bit of time before this video to go through the website. Things I really like, I like the prominently displayed contact information here, nice and visible, so you can't really miss it. I do really like this video explainer here. I won't play it. I'm sure you've seen it before, but I do really like it. It's a personal touch. And I think it's something that not enough trades have on their website. And so it's a good way for you to stand out from your competition. That being said, this video, I think, could be even a little bit higher on the page. I don't think necessarily as important as Siphon, City and Guilds are. I don't think it's the first thing that people will look for on a website. I think if you, for example, swapped the video with these two logos, that would work well. I'm just concerned that it might be pushed a bit too far down the page so that people won't see it until they start scrolling. I also think that this text here can be made a little bit bigger so it's easier to read. Also, I think there's a bit of formatting issues going on in that this is all aligned to the left and then this is center aligned. So I think just making it all center or all left aligned would just make it nice, easy, cleaner, and easy to read. I also think the use of red, probably not the best. You don't really want to use red unless you're drawing people's attention to it in like a warning kind of way, like an alert. As your logo is blue and black, I'd honestly just use some either it's dark gray or black font here. Makes it nice and easy to read. And just increasing the size of it a bit more so it's just easier on the eye. Now, I got down to this section here, and it's a little bit confusing just because if you hover over these things here, they look like they're linked, so it looks like it should take you through to a new page. You click on them, and it just loads the home page again. So I would recommend just removing the links there or linking them out to the relevant pages. Like, for example, if you have a page on bathrooms, link to it from here. But it doesn't. Oh yeah, it does look like you have a bathrooms page. So instead of this just taking you to the top of the home page, this should take you to the bathrooms page, for example. But I mean, it's good that you've included like a list of things you offer. In fact, I'd probably recommend removing the Scythe Registered Plumber just because that's mentioned further up the page. This is more of a list of your services, and so it kind of gets lost in there. Also, this would need a title, so there's no real context for what that is. But yeah, going back up, a few other bits of feedback I have from just like the initial homepage are the navigation bar, the menu. A little bit confusing. When you click on contact, honestly, I just removed the Google Map. I don't think it's so small, it doesn't really add anything. It doesn't even have like a pinpoint on it, so a customer can't see, for example, where you're based. It doesn't have a radius on it, so it doesn't show where you cover. So I just get rid of that. I don't think it's necessary. I do like the fact that you've got your opening hours on there. You've got your different phone numbers on there. So that's all good. It's quite unusual to have it as like a drop-down menu. So when you click on it, it expands. But, it could potentially work, but I'd honestly just lose the map and then maybe consider if you want to have a contact form on your website. I just know in this day and age, especially younger generation, they prefer to send messages, not always call. If you want to get people on the phone and you don't really want to have to deal with messages, that's fine. But that's just an idea for you. Now, another thing I found confusing is when I click on the water softener store, I just get met with this page, and it's just got this like limebuster.com logo, that's not clickable. If I click on your logo here, it doesn't even expand it. It just goes into its own box. So I don't know what this page is trying to get me to do. Is it trying to get me to visit limebuster.com? Is the shop there's supposed to be a shop on this page that's broken? I just think this needs a little bit of context. So definitely remove one of these two logos. You don't need both, and just have a little bit of text just to explain. If it is on this limebuster.com website, that's fine, but you just need to have like a little line or two to just tell customers to do that, or link directly from here to limebuster.com. But honestly, if you're going to suggest people go to another website, I would just give them a little bit of context so they're not confused if they do go on. Cool. And then just going on to services, for example, it looks like all of your, or the majority of the services that you offer on here on this one page. So this page is good, but I think really if you want to be ranking in Google for these specific services, each service needs its own separate page. So for example, bathrooms would need its own page. General plumbing would need its own page. I did do a little bit of research before this video just to see where you were ranking for, let's say, plumbers in Ashford. I had to look up until page 5 and I couldn't find your website. So, and I think a big part of that is because Google likes to see websites that have loads of good information on there. And I think it wants websites that go into a bit more detail. So instead of just a couple paragraphs about bathrooms, for example, it would want a whole page. It would want multiple photos, anything from frequently asked questions to explaining how the process of getting a new bathroom works. It would just want you to go into that level of detail. Another thing that I noticed was when I clicked on the water softener page, the video at the top is broken. So I imagine what you've done is embed a video from YouTube. That video on YouTube has since been deleted, removed, made private. I'm not sure exactly why. So you've got the broken video at the top, which I would recommend replacing or removing whenever you get the chance. And then I think what's missing here is there's a video about water hardness, and there's a video about drinking softened water. But I think what's missing from this page is a couple of things, really. So like, what are the benefits of having a water softener installed? And that's what this video might be here. I don't know. I don't know what that used to be fair. So it needs this page just needs a little bit of information about why you should have a water softener installed, and what the benefits are, and and anything about your service that you think might be useful for your customers. So that's really my 2 cents on that. Going to the before and after photos. Now, it's great that you've got before and after photos. Some of these bathrooms look great. So what I would say is that they're just, I think whether you need to find like a different style of gallery so it displays multiple ones in a row and it's more neat and aligned, or if you need to crop your images so that they're all the same size before uploading them. But my problem with the gallery is it doesn't really do your photos justice, in that they're at the top, they're kind of all over the place, and then they're just one per row, and then you get to the bottom, and then this photo is just to the left, so it just kind of jumps around the page a little. And I think it would be good for, at least, okay, so that's great, the fact that you can click on the images and it just increases the size, because I think they're a bit small at the moment. But I think you've just got so much room on the page here. There's all this empty white space along the side here that's just not in use currently. I think if you can do a little bit of work on the gallery so it's like neatly spaced out, and let's say there's like 3 images in a row or 2 images, whatever that might be, just to make it nice, neat, and uniform. And I think that will just do a great job of featuring some great examples of your company's work. And then the next thing I wanted to go through is the testimonials tab. So one thing that is strange is that when I hover over testimonials, your phone number pops up. So I don't know if that should be, I mean, it shouldn't really be there. I don't know why that's happening. Also, when I can't really, yeah, that should really just be part of the contact tab rather than a drop down of testimonials. It's just a little bit confusing, a little bit disorientating. I would say you can. I honestly think that you should get rid of these stock images. I don't think they really add anything to the page. Yeah, they just look a little bit generic. I think one of the great things that works so well on the homepage is the video of you introducing the company and the services you offer. So whether you have another video, record a quick 1-minute video here, just explaining a little bit of history about the business and the number of reviews you've collected and what makes you different from your competitors. I think that would work better here. But even if you don't want to record that video, I'd recommend just removing these images. And then I think just, it's great that you have so many reviews on your website, but I think they can be designed in such a way that they stand out a bit better. So whether that's just making the text larger, adding some stars, they are all uniform and neat, which is great. Also at the bottom here, I've just noticed there's this hello world, welcome to WordPress. This is your first post. I'd remove that whenever you get the chance. I'd also remove this because this doesn't really add anything either. So I'd say those are the main points that I would take away from your website. Again, the video is, I think, the best part of it. Whether you can do that on some more of your pages, maybe record your own. It's great to link out to videos that other companies have done, but at the end of the day, this is your website. You want to be promoting your business. So whether you want to do videos for some of the other pages, tweak the design so that it's just a little bit more neat, uniform, easier on the eye, fix a few of the sort of broken pages or broken links. And then if ranking in Google is a primary concern to you, then I definitely think you do need a fair bit of work done to the website. However, if you want this to be more of a online business card, for want of a better word, so that when people Google your company name, this comes up, I think that you can just follow some of the advice that I've given you in this video to help you do that. Okay, so I hope this helps. If you do have any questions for me, I'm more than happy to help. And just let me know if you need anything. Thanks and bye-bye.